Hello everybody, Doug Rucker here with PressureWashingSchool.com and DougRuckerStore.com. Hey, we just finished up the training here at the King Street Baptist Church in Cocoa, Florida. So I got a little video and talk to you a little bit about what we did here at the training. So stand by for that coming up next. Okay, so this is the wall that we cleaned first, and really the concrete block wall part was not really that dirty. It was really the window seals, as you'll see in the before and after pictures, that just had a lot of green, and of course there was some at the bottom where the rain kind of bounces up or whatever. And so we just trained the folks that attended on basically what the bleach does is just change the color of this algae that was on the window seals, and gave them an opportunity to use the wand and clean window seals. And then we showed them how you can clean the top window seals without the use of a ladder by just using the 0060 shooter nozzle. That's the one for the 8 gallon per minute machine that we were using on my Cocoa rig. And so, you know, once you spray that bleach mixture up there and let it start going through the changing of the color process, the soap that we're using, the Dougie Press, helps to loosen that up and kind of suspend it off of the surface, no matter what surface you're cleaning. And then we can just take the 0060 nozzle and spray the window seals. Now the top parts that you could only see from the inside, those did not get cleaned. Don't know what those look like, haven't even gone up there, but all the church requested was just getting the aesthetics of it, of what you can see cleaned. So this is where the first part of the training took place, is back here on this wall. And had a lot of hands-on experience, a lot of using an adjustable wand. They used the 2520 nozzle, which is the low rinse nozzle on the J-rod as well. So we spent a good amount of time on this back side doing a lot of teaching, talking about property protection back here, what happens when you see windows leaking, just all kinds of things. We started about 9 o'clock here, and we actually finished up about, I would say, 11:45, noonish. It was right at lunchtime. And so I had parked my truck right here because my water supply was right on that wall, right over there. So I parked right here, and that gave me a great place for my reels to just roll all of my hoses, both my soft wash hose off the big slinger, and my pressure wash hose for downstreaming. So I showed them downstreaming using the Flow Pro remote system, and then also using the dedicated pump, the big slinger, which a lot of people refer to as a soft wash system, but it's just basically a dedicated pump. It's like a pump up sprayer on steroids is what I call them. And that's really what made it go faster, because of how dirty the window seals were. So we did this from about 9 till about noon, just going over all kinds of stuff. And then at that point, broke down the truck, and we moved to the other side of the parking lot, which I'll show you. Broke for lunch, and then came back and did the roof cleaning teaching, and I'll show you where we did that next. So this is the roof that I did the roof cleaning training on. It's a brand new roof, so there's no algae stains on it. I say brand new, I think it's probably a year or so old. And so didn't really have to get up on that part. I just did the roof cleaning training right here on this part right here. And the roof cleaning, you know, it's really very, very easy actually cleaning a roof. It's just teaching folks how to get their spray technique down. And so I got up and showed them the difference between you know, how you spray and it's going to flood the roof versus how you spray and you just want it moist, you just want it damp, and let the bleach start changing the color of those streaks that would be on the roof. So that, you know, it's just a matter of getting that spray technique down. It just takes a little bit of practice so you're not flooding and causing too much runoff. A little drips and stuff is okay. We showed them about Tyvek and how we use it on the areas like this that don't have gutters, and your bleach is going to drip onto the grass. You still want to keep it protected. So we laid Tyvek down for that. And then once I came down off the roof, we talked about more property protection. That's the most important thing about roof cleaning, is the property protection. Anybody can spray a roof out. It's very simple. It's very easy to do. You don't have windows up there. You don't have dirt daubers up there. You don't have ceiling fans. You don't have speakers, all that kind of stuff, okay? So the problem with roof cleaning is it's what I call a high risk, low reward. In other words, if you're charging, let's say $800 to clean a roof, and you do $500 worth or $1,000 worth of plant damage or property damage, that's a problem. I mean, you're going to be out of business soon. So we spent a lot of time going over the property protection, how the ground guy works with the roof guy, and then we actually came down and let them actually practice their spray technique using the sidewalk, the concrete areas, as well as the asphalt parking lot, just showing them how to get that spray motion going so it's not flooding. That's just basically what it is. So that was the roof portion. Spent quite a bit of time, probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours going over that. Once the roof was done, this wall over here was just very nasty, very dirty. Had a ton of organic stain on it, so we came over and hit this for the church as well and let guys practice spraying the wall. Spent some time showing them how to spray so that it's not going above the wall over onto the other property. Talked about making sure that you're checking what's behind that wall. Know if there's anything back there. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. If there's anything back there that you could hurt. There's really nothing back there that could cause any damage. But you can see there's just that one plant back there, which those type of palms, like for these cars stop driving by, those types of palms, you're not going to hurt them, man. They are very, very hardy. But also, if you're coming down and you're spraying this direction, to make sure that you go onto the sidewalk and make sure nobody's walking. You can see there's a little paint that I actually dislodged myself using the adjustable wand and low pressure, but this paint is just so bad. It hasn't been cleaned in years. I'm surprised that's the only place that it came off. So talked about that again, using the angle of that spray pattern to make sure, or just causing it to drip, using your gun to just kind of make it drip down, so that you're not spraying over the top of that wall. That center over there is closed. Nobody ever uses it, but we just went over the things you have to be aware of if it is an active type property. Hey, by the way, guys, while they're over there doing some training, looking at possibly coming to Atlanta in a few months. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you're looking for training, what we do is we do the pressure washing training, soft wash training, hands-on. Then we do the Difference Makers Business Conference, and then we can do the parking lot striping training as well. So yeah, we're looking at Atlanta. We've had some requests to come to Atlanta. So hit me up with a comment below if you're in the Atlanta area and would be interested in attending. Let us know that. Thanks. Once we're done with the roof and the wall over there that we cleaned, we came over here and let the folks use a surface cleaner and clean all this concrete. inside the little courtyard here. We had thought about cleaning some more concrete back in this area, but we just kind of ran out of time. But we cleaned all the concrete here, and then we cleaned the front stoop here that was really bad, that goes into, this is like the main door a lot of folks use to get into the sanctuary of the church. And so we cleaned that and that sidewalk because the door over here is what they use. We also cleaned the cross on both sides. And then of course up here, all these window seals, because they're in shade, they don't get a lot of sun, those were all green as well. So we got all these cleaned using our Vac to protect the plants, and got those cleaned up for them. All of these were not really dirty because they get a lot of sun, but we went ahead and just kind of downstreamed this whole wall just to kind of brighten everything up. Got rid of a few dirt daubers, cleaned the awning. It had a lot of green on it as well. And so once this area was all done, we were pretty much done, and just did a bunch of questions and answers. And then, oh yeah, and Ricardo got up on the roof and he wanted to clean the steeple for him because it had a few stains on it. It's missing paint at the very top. So Ricardo got up there and took care of that. Ricardo's a gentleman that owns a company in Lutz, Florida, and he's an online school member. He's been to hands-on training. He's worked with me in Florida when I cleaned some hospitals, and then he's attended 3 difference makers conferences. So that's the Cocoa rig in Cocoa finally. And then Jeff Blackman is inside right now. This is Saturday, and he's teaching the parking lot striping course, the classroom portion. And then we're going to come out, we're going to stripe this whole parking lot, and we're actually going to set up a little area with some felt paper for the students to practice on. And then we'll stripe the whole parking lot. So we'll come back with that a little bit. Oops, I forgot to mention that we also, maybe I didn't forget, I can't remember, but we also cleaned the cross. So we cleaned both sides of it, had some green algae on it, and came off very easily just downstreaming. So yeah, cleaned the cross. And then so now the classroom portion of the parking lot striping is done. And right now they're showing how to lay out the handicap spots. Most of the lot, all the white stripes have already been done. So it's all looking good. And the only thing we have left to do is finish these handicap spots off. He did all the white hash over here, but he's going to save this one to show them the best way to do those. And then of course we got the white and the blue lines, and I guess in Florida it's a regulation you don't have to have the blue background, just have to have a wheelchair. But Peyton and Jeff are being gracious enough to go ahead and do the box with the blue paint and then the white stencil of the wheelchair on top of that, so it'll really pop and you can see it from a good distance. So just some of the teaching that they've been doing, the parking lot striping course. Got all kind of different equipment. And this is actually Peyton that came in from Mississippi, I believe, and he's doing the training along with Jeff. He's doing the striping for us, and Jeff is doing the training, and Peyton's helping on the training. And he came in at absolutely no charge and helped us bless this church with all the work we've been doing. So it's been awesome. Can't thank Peyton enough. Hey guys, How's the parking lot striping course been?
Good, man, real good.
That's all you gotta say. Good, real good.
I just want you to keep your promise that you're gonna buy me the machine that you say you was gonna buy me.
I made that promise.
I mean, that's what I heard. I don't know what you really said, but that's what I heard.
I think you're hearing things again.
Okay, remember I told you you would take this?
Hey, this is Pastor Dean with King Street Baptist Church in Cocoa, and just wanted to say a word of thanks to my brother, Doug Rucker, from Doug Rucker School and Doug Rucker Store, as well as Jeff Blackman and Peyton Robinson, for the work they did here on our campus this week. And listen, if you're a church anywhere across the country and you'd like to take advantage of this, be sure and reach out to them. Perhaps they could host, or you could host them for a training event. The advantage is you get pressure washing service as well as parking lot restriping, and then in turn they're able to train others who are wanting to start a business in this industry, pressure washing and parking lot striping. So it's a great thing for your church to consider. It's a great thing for the economy, local economy, for your area, job training skills. So prayerfully consider that, and if you're a small church and that's something you're interested in, be sure and reach out to DougRuckerSchool.com and let him know. We're here in Central Florida, but one of our training participants flew all the way in from New Jersey. So no matter where you are, people will come from all over the country for this, and it's a great thing for the church because, again, your church is able to get a complete campus refresh through pressure washing and parking lot restriping. So God bless you. Thank you for taking a moment to think about that. And again, if you're interested, reach out to Doug Rucker at DougRuckerSchool.com.
All right, guys, so I hope this has given you an idea of what we do in our trainings. We do the Difference Makers Conference along with the hands-on pressure washing, soft wash training, and the parking lot striping. They're going to finish up. They're going to do the handicap spots, do the car stops, and but yeah, if you have any questions, if you're interested in attending one in Atlanta, leave a comment below. You can also email me, pressurecleaningschool@gmail.com, or text 281-883-3630. Hey, wherever you're at, hope you'll have an awesomely blessed day, and thank y'all for watching, and I hope it helped you.